Got some lowering springs. These are European isolators. Offset steering rack bushings. And another box. Look at that later. Alright. Cast the camber plates. That's pretty. Vehicle I'll be lowering today, but as you can see, it is a 2003 V6 Mustang on SVE aftermarket wheels. It looks like it's in the sky. So we gotta lower that. Taking a look, and first of all, I'm not happy with the way the bottom of this strut looks, so I want to replace this strut. But look at this ball joint down here. I'm quite unhappy with how that looks. The control arm doesn't look great either. Now I don't have any unusual movement in the suspension yet, but that looks like it's ready to fail. So I'm going to order some ball joints, and I am going to convene when they show up. Oh, look at that. How cute. Alright, let's go find a wrench. Look how cute that is. Oh my god, it's adorable. Control arms, tie rod ends, struts, and cast camber plates. On this side, both ball joints are completely messed up, as I mentioned in the last video. But if we look at this guy here, we can see that this ball joint is so messed up that, well, it's a sneak peek what I'm gonna do. As I try to turn this one, the whole ball joint turns. It's under pressure right now. It is loose in here, which is good. So I'm gonna try to use the nut cracker and see if I can just break this off. The nutcracker wasn't quite the success I was hoping to be, so I'm going to hit it with the Sawzall instead, or rather the DeWalt reciprocating saw. Sawzall's a brand. My first time using it, it was on sale for like 50 bucks or something like that. Maybe it was even $10 off or something. But I'm going to give it a try because the nutcracker wasn't really doing more damage to the nutcracker than it was the nut. So I do have access to the thread portion of that. I will just cut it right there. I am halfway through. Alright, it's chopped clean off. Really quickly, one other thing that I thought was really interesting was that this is the front spring from the driver's side. And if you notice, the very tip of this looks like it was broken. Now these springs have never been out of this car. This is the first time this front suspension has been taken apart. Now I think what happened was at the factory, they were building this, they figured, oh, it's just the V6, nobody cares, and then they put it on top of the isolator, so it was sitting on top of this rather than inside of it. And I guess that added just the extra width that this was missing off the tip of this spring. Yeah, I guess they just wanted to make use of even a broken spring. But at any rate, it is being replaced now. I thought that was interesting. After much to do, the control arm is out. Now, I also noticed that the top spring isolator is probably still in the car. So I'm going to pop that out too. Did I mention you have to loosen the entire steering rack? I did buy offset steering rack bushings, so I was planning on doing it anyway, but oh my god. Yeah, it looks like it's up there. I'm gonna take a quick break and then get back to it. Alright, I popped the new control arm in place. I drove the bolts are back in. I just have to tighten them down, so that's going to take a little while. But it is looking shiny. I can put the strut in, put the hub back on, and then I will torque everything down when I can put some load on it. But I do want to put some grease in all the Zerk fittings. All the fittings on these control arms have I don't know if you can see that, couldn't get better on the camera, but they all have Zerk fittings, so I can put some grease and everything, so it'll be great for not having to worry about these non-maintainable ones. I don't know if you can see this, but this thing, it's very crunchy to move around. I don't get any up and down movement, I don't believe. But this one feels really weird. Alright, so strut is in. The dust boot from the factory strut. I have this loosely connected down here. I just need to compress the spring and then connect these two together. Oh my god, I have to do the same thing on the other side. Then I gotta swap out these tie rods. I got some new ones from Moog. They're okay in the front, I think. Alright, one spring has been sprung. And I got the bolts just kind of loosely in there. Now do the other side. Oh god, passenger side has been sprung. It's a good seat in there. Urethane bushings. Oh my god. Alright, let's do these tie rods. Alright, we got both of the tie rod ends completely installed. Just gonna give everything a snugging when it's done. Another thing that's good is that these have Zerk fittings underneath, so it'll be nice to, much easier to maintain these things. Day 3, I have completed the front suspension. Everything is torqued down under load, and I've greased all the fittings. I've reinstalled the brakes, new Prothane sway bar end links. I installed the, you can barely see it, but the steering rack is slightly higher than it used to be because it has offset steering rack bushings to accommodate the lowering, and the tie rod ends are installed. So now I just need to actually plug that guy back in up there, put the wheels on,